Hello, welcome and welcome back. This is Jacob and today we are going to be continuing the Let's Play for the Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak number 2. So then, on the previous episode we set foot into Messeldam proper and we started our investigation through the city, but also we pretty much talked to all NPCs and the shops in the city, checked out pretty much everything that could be checked out. But when it comes to the investigation of the city, we're mostly checking out how the city itself is doing after the dismantlement of Almata from a couple of months ago, at the end of Daybreak 1, that is. And the city seems to be doing fine, it seems to be on the up and up, everything seems to be recovering. I mean, there's also a movie shoot currently happening in the city, and yeah, the city seems to be doing pretty well, and it's going good. We also did a side quest containing with finding a old music box for a young woman, and through the side quest we also learned the true identity of the young girl. She is pretty much a survivor of the old leadership of Almata, pretty much the daughter of the old leader before Dante's took over. We initially thought that the entire family got wiped out, but it seems that thanks to dingoes meddling in the whole thing, the young woman survived and she got brought out of the city and into a foster family. So Dingo is still, even though he isn't with us anymore, he's still doing some work behind the scenes. Bless that guy. But yeah, we reunite the young woman with the music box and with her old ballet teacher on top who had the music box in her possession, and that is pretty much it. At the end of the whole thing we also run into Nate, who is in the city helping out the local police, and that is as far as we got. The only other thing we did last time was we have now access to Mehengarten pretty much anywhere through the laptop, essentially in the in-room, and that unlocked a whole new gacha system. Basically the same thing from Reverie, and nothing against that. I will have to hop into that thing eventually and check it out again, maybe even during this episode if it's gonna allow me to have some free time. But right now I think we're gonna continue through the city. We have nothing else to do besides main stories, so how about we go over there and check on that and see what is happening. What's up here? Scan? Oh? What is this? Oh, is this linked to Mehengarten? It is. Hey, you found the portal. Wasn't too painful, right? Oh yeah, right, this thing. So, this is what they look like. Incredible. And we're the only ones who can see them? I imagine so, judging by the virtual router. Though having said that, I'd say this is closer to AR than VR. Oh, someone's in the know. You're right, this tech is an example of augmented reality. With it, you can find more spots like these in a handful of places around Edith and convert them into portals. But there's more. Now that it's all prepped to go, Marduk support is finally ready for launch. And that's one exactly. Just a little virtual service we're offering to help with things besides cleaning floors in the garden. Take a peek next time you're online, okay? Uh-huh. Okay, portal? Access the Mehengarten. Okay. Uh-huh. The Marduk support menu can now be accessed via the square button. Okay.
Welcome
I see.
to Marduk support.
Oh hi, actual full 3D model. CP supply service? Oh my god, what the okay, CP plus 50 for all?
All charged and ready to go.
Where is she posing? Item shop? Ornament
We've
settings.
got the good stuff.
Oh my god. Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Sure, while I'm here, why not? Give me the money.
Appreciate your business. We've got the good stuff.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay. 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 I'll get back to that. Uh-huh.
Thanks a bundle. Let me know if you need anything, okay?
Thanks a bundle. Alright. Oh yeah, ingredients. I was talking about this last time. Alright, got myself some ingredients. Repair data. Repair data in order to obtain unique rewards.
Let me know if you need anything, okay?
Oh, this stuff. What do I need for this? Van's traditional work robe. Changeable in costume on the equipment. Yeah, but I need something. Required 3. Oh, I need three of them to repair it. Okay, wait, let me. Yeah, 2. Okay, Agnès' United Hair data. Okay. Huh. What does the BGM need? Oh, also needs multiple copies, I guess. Glittering Mirage. Okay. I'll unlock it. Okay. That's
Thanks,
very neat. Thank you, a bundle. Exchange Marduk points.
We've got the good stuff.
Oh my god. Well, I don't have points. Okay.
Thanks, a bundle.
Holy. Activity support? Hacking trials. Challenge trials stages to test Mayor's hacking ability. Oh god, okay. Reward for first clear 50 Marduk points. Sure.
Leave it to me.
Sure, March 7th.
Conducting search. This is kid stuff.
Been a while, I completely forgot how this works. Okay.
Now I've done it.
Shit.
I'll be more careful this time.
It's a bit hard to judge the distance. Oh. Exactly that. Hacking checkpoints. If you are discovered by any defense units after reaching a checkpoint, you will restart from the checkpoint's location. Okay. Cool. Whoa. Oh, I see little fast ones. Okay. Not that way, that way.
This is kid. Now I've done it. I'm not.
Okay. Uh-huh. Holy. Okay, go back.
This is kid stuff.
Keep going. Ooh, Jesus. That was close. Is this the end?
I've got control of the system.
Okay. Done?
Welcome. I've got all your support needs covered.
Oh, they're all... Okay, I can do them all. Sure.
Access granted. I'm going in.
Hacking traps. Excuse me. Occasionally you have the opportunity to set traps for the defense units. These traps will temporarily incapacitate them. Press triangle to start a trap. However, once a certain amount of time has passed, the trap will release and the defense unit will be on the search once more. Okay. Okay, so it's trapped now. Okay, I see. Whoa. Okay, this little one is faster than me. And there's the exit.
I've got control of the system.
This is a weird little minigame, but okay. Sure. I can vibe with it.
Welcome to Marduk's support.
Sure, let's clear the last one.
No.
Oh, come on! I had it.
Done yet.
Is it turned off now? Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. Oh my god. Okay, I didn't see that. I did not see that. That was ass. Okay, that desyncs them. Okay, that's
I'll be more careful this
that's the purpose of this one. I see the goal. Maybe I can still do it. Oh, I did.
I made it. This thing is unlocked.
Oh, okay, cool. Very interesting little minigame.
Look no further.
Okay, that was that. BGM selection.
Want to change the music?
Can I actually listen to this? Oh my god, the Garden of Recluse.
Okay, playing it now.
Oh, is it actually the full? Oh yeah, it is the original. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think it's even remixed.
Take your time, okay?
Yeah, shh. Also, sound test? Ah. Okay,
Request
keep it on don't
accepted.
change, but hold on. Feelings soar with the Wind SC version. Ah. I don't know these songs by name. Oh, it stops. You stopped at the best part! Oh god, Studio City Zeiss. Mm-hmm. Zeiss has such a nice little theme. Okay. Field exploration. Let's see what's in here then. The circular corridor? Ah. Okay. Floating City Liber Arc. Yeah. The theme of Liber Arc, pretty much. Alright. Hollow Light of the Sealed Land. Ah. The very grand sounding music. Okay. Oh, this is from this is from Reverie. Glittering Mirage? Oh yeah. The exploration theme. Mm-hmm. Okay. Holy, they'll fill this thing with so much shit. Overdosing Heavenly Bliss. Damn. Nice. The Fate of the Fairies. I cannot wait to hear these. Especially, okay, this is an SC. Actually, is this an SC? Yeah, this is an SC track. But this is a FFC track. These are tracks. Well, this one we've already heard remixed. This is dope, but the remix? Oh my god. Okay. Command battle. Okay, overdosing Heavenly Bliss, the Fate of the Fairy, sophisticated fighter, it's the same stuff. Reset all BGM changes, return. Okay, cool.
I'm rooting for ya.
Thanks. Alright, think we can go back to exploring the city. This is neat. Oh, I just noticed.
Thank you for your visit today.
People I can interact with are highlighted in blue when you do the scan. And these random NPCs
Proceed to the end.
are just like highlighted in white. That's interesting. Huh. Oops.
It's fishing time.
You're excited about fishing. Okay, but there is a fishing spot there, so...
Let's do this thing.
Ah,
Hey,
no new fish, I see.
nice, I got one.
Wow, it's literally the one that I was trying so hard to get last time. Here? What's happening? Oh, it's the boy. Uh-oh. Whoa.
Damn brat! Giving us the runaround!
I need to see his face again, but his eyes remind me of dingoes.
You'd best hand over that briefcase if you want to get out of here in one piece.
Oh yeah? Sounds a little overkill to me. How's it hanging, fellas? Pretty ballsy raising a ruckus like this in broad daylight.
Clearly, you're no upstanding citizens if you're pointing a blade at a child. So, what's it gonna be? Wanna try your luck with the cops? Or us?
Damn.
Shit, it's that spriggan from the capital.
Hello.
And he's got his lackeys with him.
Hello.
Oh?
You know about us? Word of our 4 SPGs must have clued you in. Evidently, we can't be too careful.
And let's get one thing straight here. I am not his lackey. I'm barely even an employee.
Liking makes a difference. Anyone who gets in our way is
Did
gonna
you-
end up 6 Sarge under.
Did you pull those out of your assholes?
Their weapons. These punks might be on the same level as Jaegers.
I knew I keep always joking that people keep, you know, all that equipment in a butthole of holding, but come on.
No need to hold back. Let's beat him down quick.
Roger that.
Alright.
Take you on.
Beginning combat test.
Use a sharp
Okay.
overhand.
Sure do. Sure will do. Let's see if I can hit all of them. Probably not. I need a bigger funnel for that. Give me that.
Give them your all.
Over here! All for you!
Ah, it was only 2.
That's far enough!
Anyway, this will be a perfect opportunity to see how all of your shit now works. If it's any change. If there was any change there. Okay, optical cannon, freeze, side attack bonus. Procyon Fang, damage, A damage down. Yes.
Packer, your turn.
Now! Attack!
Nice. All the debuffs.
You'll be sorry.
Okay, well, you know what time it is. Go, go, Grimcat!
You'll never get. There's nothing I can't swipe. Grimcat, coming your way.
Amazing.
It's go time.
Still the most stupidest thing ever, but I love it.
Make it
Okay,
count.
Twilight Kiss. Criminal Butte, that was the Sepith Gain thing. Well, I know what I'm doing.
Criminal. You.
Nice.
Van.
Nice.
Use
Well,
a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
sure. There we go.
Nice. Moving on up.
They weren't all that tough, but their firearms sure packed a punch.
They didn't. Well, sure.
That they did. If my suspicions are correct, those weapons might be...
Yes. Hi.
You alright, kid?
He does kind of have the same eyes as Dingo.
Yeah, not a scratch on me. I'd have been a goner if it weren't for you 3. Thank you so much for saving. Whoops!
Oh, hi. I see a Genesis article on there.
There they go. All over the street, too.
Slow your roll a sec, alright? It's not like we're gonna run off on...
Yeah, you saw it.
Wait, that's...
Yeah, that is concerning. Why does the kid have documents on the Genesis? Well, back to our room.
Luca, was it? You said you're looking for your old man?
Luca, huh? That is an interesting name for you.
That's right. It's been about 3 months since he went missing.
And I only say that because that is a name that is fairly often used here. Also, in Croatian, it means
wasn't all
port.
that unusual at first. He'd always hop from job to job doing whatever work he could get.
Uh-huh.
But eventually, I knew I had to track him down. Even Mom could tell something was up. Dad left this briefcase in his room, and I figured it might point me in the right direction.
Uh-huh. Dad?
But then...
Those shifty-looking men appeared, and they've been tailing you ever since.
Back streets or not, they wouldn't have cornered you like that unless the situation called for it. Don't you have any idea what this is about?
Not that I can say for sure.
That's so. Sounds to me like his pops got tangled up with the wrong side of the law.
I've been meaning to ask. You guys are professional problem solvers, right? Maybe you can help me find my dad?
Sure, I'm very curious now.
Or, better yet, we could all go look for him together.
Luca.
Except, I don't have much Mira on me. Aw, now what do I do?
Financial troubles aside, those thugs might try and come after you again. I'd feel a lot better if he had an adult with him, but... What's your call, Van?
There's definitely more going on here than meets the eye. But I'm sorry, Luca. I can't take your case.
Is it because I don't have the money? Or because I'm still a kid?
Nah, that's not the issue. The fact is, your dad's been MIA for 3 months. This is exactly the kind of thing the guild and police are equipped to handle.
God, I'm gonna shit a brick if his dad was Dingo.
Better to go to your local authorities before resorting to some spriggan from out of town.
I think Van is gonna shit a brick if he hears that this kid is Dingo's son.
I get what you mean. It's just...
That's an odd reaction.
Chin up. Who knows? We might stumble into some info on your dad out there. In which case, we'll get in touch. How's that sound?
I'm a little disappointed, but... I understand.
Uh-huh.
Let me know if you hear anything. Anything at all.
Well, first tell us a name.
It's a promise. But in return, you have to promise us not to run into any more danger alone. Deal?
Deal. You guys stay safe, too.
Good kid. How about a name? The innkeeper will watch over him for the time being, so he can rest easy. Yeah, not much room for an armed assault with all the foot traffic this place gets. So, do you think Luca's dad was caught up in something shady? Without a doubt. These streets won't turn squeaky clean overnight just because the mafia was wiped out. Macedon's always been on the rough side, but that recent shift is making more waves than ripples. Luca getting jumped might be just another aftershock of Almata's big fall. I had a hunch this would lead back to them. It's bound to wherever the underworld comes up. Well, whenever the underworld comes up. The biggest tip-off was that photo. It was of the first Genesis, the one Agnès has. Couple that with Luca's pops having criminal ties in the city Almata called home, and it all points to one thing. You think his father was part of their ranks? But aren't all of their members in custody? Almata was a huge syndicate. It's not impossible that a few stranglers slipped through the cracks. Not to mention, the city was their base of operations for a long while. So they've had plenty of spots to lie low. This just gets better and better. It bears investigating. We might learn something about the legacy in the process. But what should we tell Luca? He seems to be unaware of what his father was involved in. Then again, he may have had an inkling, judging by his reaction earlier. Yeah, no matter how well his pops kept things on the sly, Luca still hesitated when the police and bracers came up. I'm not so sure he has the stomach to unmask the whole ugly truth. Not enough for us to take on his request at any rate. That's just the spriggan way, I guess. So, what's our next move? Well, we can't afford to drag our feet with these goons closing in. No way around it. One of us is gonna need to flex her connections. What are you looking at me for? Hold on, you don't mean... Oh god, Granny. The very first grim cat and a famed connoisseur of bygone days. Even as a retiree, she seems like a powerful ally to have in our corner. I'll admit, GRAMMY does stay on top of what goes on behind closed doors. She's practically got a sixth sense for when something fishy is brewing, no matter how big or small. To this day, she'll go sticking her nose into other people's business whenever the mood strikes her. Wait, I think I'm starting to get it now. Yep, chances are her sudden interest in your latest gig isn't just surface level. It's at least worth asking her about. You're not giving me much of a choice, are you? Grinds my gears to lean on her, but it's probably our best bet right now. I knew it'd come around. Shall we head to the shooting location then? Though, now that I think of it, didn't they say they were going to move somewhere else? Yep, assuming things are on schedule, they should be pretty close by. Let's go take a look around. Uh-huh. Okay, 2 new NPC conversations in here. And the day also moved a tiny bit. Oh, also... Ah. About that boy you guys protected, it sounds like he's going through a lot right now, huh? Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him myself. Get in touch if you find anything, okay? Sure. Where is he? Here. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but let me know if you learn anything new about my dad. He had to have disappeared for a reason. We need to find him one way or another. God, if it's Dingo, if Dingo is your dad, dude, that's gonna be one sad Gotham reunion. Or...
Oh, it's Nina and the rest of the crew.
Hey.
Guess this is where they're filming next.
GRAMMY should be here too. Let's go take a peek.
Oh, good lord. I don't see her right now. Choosing to proceed will cause the main story to advance. As a result, all remaining daytime quests and side content will disappear. Oh, okay. Hold on then. Before I do that, I'm gonna make a jaunt through the city and collect those crystals that are lying everywhere. Check out the filming location. Okay, let's see.
What? Their boat's already at the harbor?
That document was forged, Ron. You have to hurry. As for me, I'll try to find out where they're headed.
Don't, Michelle! You've already risked enough!
Heard everyone go. What's happening?
Michelle! Are you there? Michelle!
And cut!
Alright.
Amazing, Nina! I can't believe you landed that in just one take.
Consider me blown away. You were perfect from the second we started rolling.
Well, I couldn't have done it without everyone's input. Oh, Mr. Gotti, what did you think?
I can't speak for Lom, but that was everything I envisioned and more!
Uh-huh.
Eureka!
Uh-oh.
I've just come up with a follow-up scene so marvelous, so spectacular, it'll knock your socks off!
A naked Judith drops in and saves your ass.
Director, please.
More additional photography? Cut us some slack, sir.
Oh, Judith. And you brought Van and Katra.
Hello.
Hiya, Nina.
Sounds like things are coming along.
Nina Fenley. I'm
I
really
wanted to
curious.
Thank you all again for helping out with today's shoot.
I'm really curious what her story and everything is gonna be, because she is definitely hiding something.
Because of you, my first role opposite Judith is on the road to success.
Glad to hear it. But you should give yourself most of the credit.
Agreed. I'm starting to see why everyone was so charmed by your character in Wolves Requiem.
That's very kind of you to say. This is my first time doing a crossover, though, so I'm still a little unsure of myself.
It'll be a challenge, but I've got high hopes for you. Let's see how far we can take this thing.
Right. We'll give them a performance to remember.
Hey, Nina! There's something I wanted to run by you.
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir. I'll be right there.
Duty calls. We'll catch up later, okay?
Of course. See you on the set.
And she's off.
Man, that girl's got it made. Already a star, but with potential to spare.
It hurts to admit, but you're right. Just when I think I've seen it all, she throws me for another loop. I need to start upping my game before she upstages me.
Now that's what I like to hear.
Oh, here's Granny. Dominique Lanster.
Seems sharing the spotlight with Nina was just the kick in the pants you needed. Stick to that attitude and you'll get through my special boot camp just fine.
Oh,
Granny!
God.
Can you quit it with the super stealth already? And besides, with how packed the production schedule is, you'll be way too busy to train me. Right?
That little right.
Don't
Oh,
hold back
God.
on my account. Chances like these don't grow on trees after all.
All right, I'll do it, okay? Just stop giving me that look.
I think I understand why Judith is so daunted by her.
Yep, this woman has a presence.
You can really tell who wears the pants in the family.
The way he mumbled that under his breath.
You two are those temps they brought in for the shoot earlier, aren't you?
Uh-oh.
What business does a spriggan have with me? Something tells me you're not looking for acting tips.
Nope.
Locked already, huh? I reckon it wasn't Judith who filled you in.
You'd be right. I've been wise to the scuttlebutt on you for some time. Now, why don't you share what's on your mind?
I see. Something sketchy afoot. That's for certain. I've heard talk about this legacy of Almatas, but I can't say the same about them having stragglers. In either case, you seem to be left guessing. That's what we're hoping to get your take on. The way you're talking, it sounds like you've already done some poking around for the first one. You'd have been real thick to turn the other way, assuming it actually exists. Almata's legacy has been the subject of much speculation throughout the underground grapevine. It's something of an urban legend at this point, especially now that most of that mafia is kaput. Rumor says it's a massive pile of Mira or some other grand treasure that was left behind. For a time, everybody and their mother was trying to find the thing. Though nowadays it feels like only the occasional gangsters or Jaegers is still worked up over it. But haven't the police made a thorough inquiry into Almata at this point? Just how likely is it that something was overlooked? Good question. Word is that they seize everything from shell company holdings to assets squirreled away in foreign countries. An irrational personnel would tell you there is no way anything of value would be glossed over. And yet, some folks have enough grounds to believe the search is worth keeping up. Some folks, meaning... All things considered, there's only one real answer. The Calvardian Federal Police? No. Zektarms? Probably... Yeah. Lucas' father is MIA, Zektarms. gonna be that new weapon manufacturer, Zect Arms. As I suspected, something about them moving into that building didn't sit right with me. They must have bought the place in hopes that a certain something of Almata's remained. Ah, right, yeah, that would make sense why they would buy it. Not because it's, you know, property of a former mafia group and it's probably cheap to acquire, but also because if there is rumors about something about, yeah, they would definitely want the building. It's kind of like the mafia building back in Crossbell that was also bought for reasons of there being way more attached to it by another group. Yeah, and remember all that heat those goons the Jabluka were packing? Those were Zektar models, the kind you can't get on the market. Common sense says they've got a horse in this race. Not that you mention it, I've been noticing a lot of guys in black suits around town. It's a reasonable assumption. Regardless of their methods, it's clear Zect Arms is hunting for something that fits in nicely with everything else we know. Looks like the pieces are lining up for you. I wager one of them will provide a lead on tracking the boy's father down too. Lucas Pops knows something about the legacy. Zect Arms wouldn't openly throw that much manpower at him if they weren't sure of that. Then perhaps this calls for a little digging on that front, hmm? Zect Arms started up just 6 years ago, as I recall. They're headquartered in one of the Free Cities, but their actual operations and what have you are shrouded in mystery. Ha, interesting. So they have an HQ in one of the Free Cities, but what they are actually doing and everything else is hush-hush. On the surface, they design and manufacture weapons while marketing themselves as a private military company. But beneath the veneer is a whole bevy of nasty business, from testing illegal armaments to inciting conflicts in war zones. The thing is, nobody has enough evidence to punish them for it, not within the confines of the law anyway. What are you getting at, Grammy? Well now, look at the time. I really should be taking my leave. And Judith, if I've said it once, I've said it a million times. As the successor of the Grimcat name, it's on you to decide what to make of it. That includes what you end up doing with this. Oh, hi! Are these floor plants? But whatever you do, don't go making a damn fool of yourself, got it? This woman is larger than life. She's one hell of a grandma. Talk about having an ace up your sleeve. And it's exactly the one we needed. Now we can give Zect Arms the proper inspection they never asked for. The light is too strong. The same day, 8:38 p.m. Alright. The kid went home then? Yeah, well, it was still light out. He wanted to hang around until he heard back from you, but I figured he was better off steering clear. You made the right call. When do you want to leave, Van? The two of us are ready when you are. No rush though. We're still ahead of schedule. No, hold on. You're not planning to go out at this hour, are you? It's chilly this time of year, and the area hasn't been too safe these days. Don't worry about us. It's just a little errand. We won't be long. You sure? Well, if you insist. It's probably best to push this plan back as late as we can. Let's go sometime in town before heading over to you-know-where. Good thinking. We need to finesse this thing so hard that it leaves Grammy speechless. Whatever you say, Judith. Anyway, this is our chance to make sure our equipment is in order. Uh-huh. Oh. Hey! Just popping in with an update from Marduk support. Further analysis has revealed a new floor of the Mehengarten, so check it out when you get a chance, okay? Well... a second floor has been added to the Mehengarten. Well, here we go again. The day has advanced. There are 2 side quests. What? Okay. Well, we have stuff to do then. Let's see about this. You still drunk, man? Why don't I ever drink anywhere else? I didn't say a damn word. I do go to that club in the back streets from time to time, but I've never have enough mirror and the atmosphere doesn't suit me. That way I've always ended up here when the dust settles. Okay. This fucker. There was a time when the Mafia ran Messeldam streets, but even before then, it was infested with small-time crooks in every corner. The fabric of the city is always shifting in one way or another, but my duty is preserving this inn... Sorry, what? But my duty of preserving this inn is the same as ever. Not fearing change is a household rule of ours. So, we're going to stand firm and keep doing what we do best. Good for you. Oh, you're stuck. Hi. Obviously I'm a fan of my dad's cooking, and the food they make here in Messeldam is great too. But lately I've been getting into Eastern cuisine. They don't have any authentic places in this area though. I'd really like to eat at one if I ever get the chance to travel to the capital. Somehow I feel you will be in the capital at some point.
Can I help you?
That's the wrong menu.
Come again.
That's the right menu. I have ingredients now. I can make this. Okay, this is gonna put me on...
Thanks for the grub.
Rank 6, which is ADF plus 8 to all party members. Nice.
That was delish.
Okay.
Well...
Oh hey, the fishing duo. Whew. Reeling in the fish we wanted was a lot harder than we thought it'd be, huh? Maybe, but it was worth it to get this cool photo. Let's hurry and post it onto our account already. On it, I was thinking we could write down the things we went through before making the big catch, like a diary. For example, we can mention how we got to meet Nina Fenley and her castmates at the movie they were shooting nearby. Okay, the Elgato is having a moment. Good idea. Making sure to include a part when you get so caught up in watching them film that you almost fell into freezing water. Hey, what is this? Shannon's Wall of Shame? Yes. Nina's way cuter in person than she is on screen, and her acting so powerful too. It almost blew me straight in the ocean. Sure. Shannon can be such a ditz. I mean, talk about not being the sharpest hook in the tackle box, right? Oh god, fishing stuff. In our if our posts are supposed to be diary style, then her flops and goof ups have a right to be there. I mean, she has a point. There is a... Oh, it's on the board. Okay, did the... I don't think the crystals refresh. Okay. Oh? What's happening? Huh? Excuse me? You didn't happen to run into an actor in that inn just now, did you? An actor? Is she talking about Judith? I swear I saw him sneaking in just a minute ago. Him? Oh, aren't you? Oh crap. Aww. That is kinda adorable. You know, now that you mentioned it, I think they were doing some filming over by the harbor during the day. Maybe it's worth checking out there. Honestly, I'd be pretty surprised if some big-name movie star was holed up in an inn like this. Yeah, I guess you're right. And it is dark out here, so maybe I mistook him for someone else. Sorry for the bother. Hmm? Whew, sounds like I wasn't her target. I wonder who she was talking about then. Maybe it really was just a case of mistaken identity. Who knows? There is at least one person that comes to mind, though. Oh, this is interesting. Huh. Okay, sure. Who am I? Okay, just run into. Huh? Okay. Oh, sir, could I bother you for a second? Something wrong? Well, kind of. You see, we had a young man come by to check into one of our rooms a little while ago. Dad was busy at the time, so I decided to take care of it for him. The man had this stylish brown hair, and when his sunglasses dipped down a bit, I could see he had these really gorgeous green eyes. Brown hair and green eyes. There is no way it's not him. So, what about the guy? He asked for a corner room, one next to a room that was already occupied. He even specified that he would prefer that the neighboring room be one without any woman present. So I ended up putting him in the room right next to yours. Those are some pretty specific requests. Yeah, it seems like he was trying to avoid being seen by anyone, and it struck me as a little suspicious. I thought about asking him what was going on, but I wasn't sure if I should or not. Nah, if you thought it was suspicious, there's no need to involve yourself further. Was he alone? Yes, he's been shut up in his room ever since he arrived. Got it. I think I'll be a good neighbor and check in on him then. Some of what you said has me a little concerned. Very curious. I don't think I know who this is supposed to be. Or maybe I did meet some male movie stars in the last game, but none of them really stood out. At least not in my memory right now. This is his room, right? She's hiding. Hello? Anybody there? I'm the guy staying in the room next door. You got a sec to talk? Okay. You said you're from next door? What can I do for you? The young lady that checked you in told us a little bit about you. Said it seemed like you had something bothering you. She was pretty concerned. Now, I don't mean to meddle, but I see. I can understand why my behavior would come across as odd. But I'm sorry. I'd really prefer not to bother you with the issue. Well, if you can't talk to a stranger, how about a co-worker? Judith? It sounds like whatever's going on is part of why you were late to filming. I see. Now I understand why you're here. Let me introduce myself then. My name's Ethan Smith. I'm an actor, and I came to Messeldam for filming. However, as you already know, I happened to miss today's shoot. Oh yeah! Van replaced him for the shoot, right. By the way, Judith mentioned that you took my place during filming. Well, you know how Director God is. When he makes a request, there is no getting out of it. And I wasn't so much taking your place as I was just filling in for a bit. Definitely not planning a career change anytime soon, that's for sure. Besides, seeing you up close, I think it's fair to say your face is far more suited to the big screen than mine is. Actually, now that I think about it, I read about you in a magazine article recently. You're one of the hottest upcoming stars of 1209. Maybe not too upcoming even today. Well, I don't think you disrupted the schedule as much as you think you did. Mr. Gotti said they'd only need to do a few partial retakes. You think so? By the way, how exactly do you three know each other? I guess the best way to put it is that I was one of Mr. Arkride's former clients. and I'm one of his assistants. Putting that aside though, why don't you tell us the reason you didn't show up today? I heard it was because you weren't feeling well, but that wasn't true, was it? Well, you see, it's just a... Listen, I get that sometimes there's a good reason for skipping work, but I'm gonna be real disappointed if you keep trying to hide the truth from us, especially with your acting all fidgety like that. After all said and done, we're colleagues. If you can't trust me, then what does that say about our working relationship? Alright, I get it. It's just, By the way, here's my card. Lots of behind-the-scenes work, if you catch my drift. Arkride Solutions? I didn't know people like you really existed. I think I understand how you met them now. I mean, that's the short of it, but yeah. If you can't go to the police or the guild, we're the guys you call. And if that's how you'd describe your particular problem, we might just be able to help you. I guess if rumors have already spread about my absence, it's only a matter of time. Alright, I'd like you to help me drive off a stalker. A stalker? Hey, keep your voice down. She used to be just another fan. But around the time I started getting popular, she began showering me with letters and gifts. Not only was she sending them to my agency, but she somehow managed to get them sent to my personal addresses too. Then I started feeling like I was being watched everywhere I went. Sounds like we're already outside the realm of a little celebrity crush then. Me being late today was because I was having trouble giving her the slip. I'm positive she's followed me to Messeldam. You know, I've heard a little about the mental state of stalkers before. When facing rejection from the object of their affections, not only will most people turn inward, they'll assume they did something wrong. But with stalkers, it's the opposite. They'll get angry and the other person for not reacting the way they wanted them to. It's textbook narcissism. If she's already that far gone, maybe it would be better to get the police or the guild involved after all. Well, I considered it, but it's not like she's tried to kill me or anything. And I don't want this to go public either. It could end up driving my fans away. But I can't afford to keep holding up production because of this. I just need a way to sort this out amicably. My dude, if you're being stalked, just go to the police. You will not drive your fans away. They will support you even better from most cases of stalking that I know. I think the stalker of yours might benefit from a consequence or two personally, but if that's what you want. Anyway, are you going to take this case, Van? Yes. Oh, this one feels chaos. Alright, we'll do it. So, any idea what this stalker looks like? No, I'm not really sure. I've never actually seen her up close before. All I know is that she's a woman. I assume that's because she's trying to be stealthy, but although Ethan himself hasn't seen her, it's entirely possible someone else has. Like someone on the film crew, for instance. Should we start with them? Good idea. Let's go see what they have to say. I think the crew's doing some teardown work by the movie theater right now. Oh, by the way, has your manager tried doing anything about this? She's actually outside the inn right now, trying to keep an eye out. Not that she knows what the stalker looks like either, though. Oh, and I did have one other request for you. I'd like to keep this private. Don't worry about that. It's not exactly our first trip around the block. That's good to hear. Anyway, I'm sorry for all the trouble, but I really appreciate you doing this for me.
Let's get this party started.
Actor Malefactor. That's a quest name. Okay, interesting. I don't think that woman we met outside is the stalker. I think that would be way too easy to figure out then. Okay, let's see. Hi. Good job on this afternoon's shoot, by the way. He really does a favor filling in for Ethan. We wouldn't be able to stay on schedule otherwise. Good for you. You? Filming in the winter chill is rough, but it makes for a gorgeous backdrop. That's one of the pros of filming on location. Each place and every season brings new sights to see. Okay, topic.
Let me ask you something.
A suspicious looking woman, huh? Don't think I've seen anyone like that around. Have you? Nope, I was still focused on packing up. Guess I wasn't really paying attention to my surroundings either. Maybe she didn't come this way. Or maybe my assumption was off. Sorry, we couldn't be more help. Have you tried asking inside a movie theater? Couldn't hurt to try. Good point. I guess it's worth a shot. Thanks for your help. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, the running guy. All done with my deliveries for the day. Think I'll take a bit of a breather before heading back. Man, though, I can't get over the way delinquent me used to think this job was cushy. But you know, feeling the sweat drip off your brow after a hard shift at work ain't so bad. Huh? Movies are different from novels. They have their own unique way of touching the hearts of others and portraying the truths of the world. Our city's film festival has made that abundantly clear, paving the way for the general populace to recognize cinema for its artistic merit. I just want to make sure no one forgets what the Massachusetts Film Festival's main purpose has been all this time.
Why not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
Provided all goes well, this year's Massachusetts Film Festival should be held as scheduled. Our executive committee is wholly in favor of taking hard measures, such as bolstering security to ensure that we do not balk to terrorist threats. Additionally, a growing number of them seek to introduce a variety of new approaches from here on out. Currently, we're using the success of the Calvard Film Festival as a frame of reference to devise a way of pushing the envelope in our own right. Good luck, buddy. More? Although the Massachusetts Film Festival emphasizes artistry, that doesn't necessarily mean it dismisses popcorn entertainment outright. Adopting a brand new direction could be one of the several possible avenues to further improve the event. To that end, Director Gotti's behind-the-scenes stories from the Calvard Film Festival were very helpful to hear. Nice.
Why not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
I watched each movie that was up for an award at last year's Calvard Film Festival, and there wasn't a bad one in the bunch. As a matter of fact, I marathon all of the festival nominees and winners every year. Assuming nothing goes wrong, both Calvard and Massachusetts will be holding a film festival this time around. Fitting in two entire catalogs will be difficult, but I'm going to have a lot of fun trying.
Please silence your phone.
Can I go and watch a movie now?
Welcome.
Oh, I can. Okay, first hold on. I'm gonna talk to you about the topic.
Got a question for you.
A suspicious looking woman? I don't believe I've seen anyone like that. Several women have come up to the ticket counter, but they all seem rather normal to me. And no one's been asking around about someone in the lobby or anything. I don't believe so. They would have stood out to me otherwise. Alright, thank you. Then I guess she didn't come into the theater either. Seems to be the case. Looks like we still don't have any leads. I have Theo and Zeros running in reconnaissance mode, but they also haven't picked up any clues. Hello? What's up, Ethan? I've got good news. My manager said she managed to get a picture of the stalker. I'll have her bring it over to you right now. I hope it helps. Sounds like just the lead we've been looking for. Nice. Is it the blue woman then? Hello, you're the Spriggan, right? Ethan told me all about you. I'm his manager. I really can't thank you enough for your help. Well, I've got nothing to show for it yet, so you might want to save your thanks for later. Ethan said you have a picture of the stalker. Would you mind sharing it with us? Yes, I was just barely able to get a shot of her. Take a look. Isn't... Huh. That looks like the chick that in Daybreak 1 was at the beginning of the game complaining about her stupid work, and then started relishing it because it allowed her to go all over the country for free, basically, and sample all the foods and local stuff. Is that her? Huh. She seems really normal. Maybe even a little uptight. Doesn't really strike me as the stalker type. I don't think so either, but appearances can always be misleading. There's no doubt that she's the one that's been following Ethan around. Now I'll be heading back to the inn to check on him. Please keep us informed of anything else you find. Of course, we'll always see your job through to the end. She seems to take her job pretty seriously. I'm sure the situation must be awfully stressful though. Anyway, it looks like this picture was taken outdoors. Let's check around outside the theater. We'll do so in a moment. Also, I love that these two NPCs are basically the running chick from Riverside and the bicycle dude. Those two will never date. Anyway. Movie time. Okay, I watched Robin. Let's see the Pond the Crop Muncher? No. Katra and Judith. What the hell is this movie gonna be? Company, yep, same message, okay. I think during Daybreak 1 I at some point missed the opportunity to watch a nighttime movie, but luckily I could watch all of them. This music. A boy named Nicholas finds a baby crop muncher named Pon, who he raised in secret from his parents, and the two became fast friends. But one day, he walks into his family garden and finds the fields and apple trees vandalized. And the culprit is none other than Pon, driven to carry out this garden variety crime due to his instincts as a monster. Nicholas berates Pon, causing tears to well up in the little creature's eyes. The next day, Pon is nowhere to be seen. 3 years pass. One day, Nicholas hears about a pest digging up the fields in a nearby village, so he decides to pay them a visit. Feelings of hope and dread take hold of Nicholas's heart as he ponders whether he will be reuniting with his old friend. And when he arrives, he finds a monster digging up a field, and it was, without a doubt, Pon.
Pon, why are you digging up the field? There are holes everywhere. You promised over and over again that you'd stop doing this. I trusted you. You really are a monster. Why did I ever think we could be friends? I wish I'd ever met you.
He looks so sad. Oh no!
There he goes, off into the forest. Hold on. This farm looks abandoned. I don't think anyone's lived here in years. I don't see any crops around, so why would he... No. I had it all wrong. He wasn't digging for crops, he was plowing the fields.
Aww.
What have I done? Wait! Come back, Pon! Pon!
Aww. What the hell? This is a sad one. What the hell? What was this movie? The poor little critter. Also, that dead bunny was literally one of the critters from... Oh my god, so many old games. Haven't seen that model in a while, I think. It didn't take long for the story to get its hooks in me, given my relationship with Theo and Zeros. Although I'm not sure if you can really compare AI with living creatures. And why would you want to? Both of them are an important part of your life. Ah, yes, I suppose you're right. So, what are the most important things in your life, Van? Perhaps it's sweets, or your truck. I mean, I like sweets, but I wouldn't call them the most important thing. The truck's up there, though. My parents. My partner's a beaut. Oh, jeez, I think my mascara is starting to run. They were such good friends, but they were torn apart. It's just so sad. Getting a little misty-eyed, are we? Guess it's safe to say this one's a winner for you. Where's the sequel when they Jesus. Where's the sequel where they get back together? They have to make it. Yeah, this will get a sequel. Sorry, Judith. Yeah, purchase the brochure. Okay. Oh yeah, this reminds me. I need to give the presents to everybody. I don't think I did that so far.
Lantern launched!
Oh yeah. Okay, that's for you. A picture book with a cute and trendy illustration that Agnès is fond of. Might be a good gift for Agnès.
I'll treasure it.
Nice. Northern Lampshade. Ramifarian Lampshade. The perfect item to decorate any room with. Might be a good gift for Katra.
Thank you.
Hey, your second star. Katra's connection stage went up, allowing you to learn something new about them. Okay, SLM chain effect plus 10%. That's the old buffs. Innocent doll. An elaborately detailed dress-up doll made to look like a little girl. Features enough clothing options to coordinate a limitless number of outfits. Nadia.
Thanks a bunch.
You're welcome. Norport Gin. A bottle of distilled liquor. A refreshing variety that goes down smooth.
You have my thanks.
You're welcome, Four Eyes. A wooden animal puzzle. A wooden puzzle from Northumbria made to depict a variety of animals. Yume.
Thanks a bunch, Van.
You are welcome, Munchkin. Okay. Let's see.
Thank you.
This goes here. Oh, to this guy.
Got a question for you.
Have you seen this? Have you seen this woman by any chance? Huh. You know, actually I think I saw someone like her on my delivery route earlier. We crossed paths on the stairs going down to the park nearby. The park, is it? Let's go take a look. I'm not totally sure it was her though. It was pretty dark, so I had trouble making out what she looked like. No worries. You've been a big help. Thank you. Sure. Hope you find her. Okay. So we're here. Well, hi. Taking a walk at this time of day is a daily routine of mine. This park is part of my usual route. Still, Messeldom can be dangerous at night. Any ladies going on about on their own should be especially careful.
Got a question for you.
Okay. Oh, that lady? Yeah, I've seen her. It was hard to miss, the way she kept turning around and looking all over the place. It was like she was lost or something. Do you have any idea which way she went? Just down those stairs over there. Was she headed for the back streets? Not really the safest place for a woman by herself. She wasn't alone, actually. There was another lady with her. Strictly speaking, it looked to me like the second lady was tailing the first one. She headed down the stairs, too. Huh. Okay. I guess Ethan's manager finally caught up with her. Thanks for the info. Let's hurry before she gets away. Alright. Oh. What up? What is it, Zeros? What the? Vital signs detected. Vital signs? Huh? Someone there? It's in the container? Oh shit! Hey, this is the woman in the picture. It is? What the hell happened to you? Wait a minute. What gives? If she's the one we're after, then... Huh? Oh? Looks like somebody got the drop on her. Uh-huh. Are you alright? Yes, I think I'm starting to feel a bit more clear-headed. Sorry to do this while you're still recovering, but we're gonna need to ask you a few questions. You're Ethan's real manager, right? Oh! Oh boy, okay, that's why she looked all business. That's correct. I have my business card if you need No, that's alright. The picture you showed us is proof enough. Okay. I see now. The stalker secretly took the picture of Ethan's manager on the right. Which means the girl we met in the theater lobby was the real stalker. She originally approached me by saying she wanted to talk about Ethan. I tried to shake her off by winding through the back streets, but we got into a fight and... Bad news. I can't get in touch with Ethan. We need to head back to the inn. I'm coming too. Also, it's been bugging me, but what exactly are you doing here, Judith? There is no time for that right now. We'll explain later. The group rushed back to Ethan's room only to find it completely empty. Uh-oh. However, someone at the inn informed them that he had left with a well-dressed woman. Ethan. I know stalkers aren't exactly rare in our line of work, but I never expected her to go this far. We better hurry and find them. There's no telling what she'll do next. Yeah, if we just had some kind of lead on which direction they went. Hey, what's with that stain on your foot? Oh, that? She stepped on my foot when we were fighting earlier. On your foot? Wait, that's it. We just need to read the pattern left from the sole of her shoe. Good idea, then we can use a shard search to track her. You can do that? Footprints are very specific. They reveal a lot about a person's style, their gender, even the way they walk. Let's have Theo take a sample of that print. Sorry, it'll only take a second. Oh, sure, of course. Analysis complete. Adding visual representation to shard search imaging. That should do it. We should be able to see where her footprints lead now. Then all that's left is to follow her tracks. Leave the rest to us. We can't risk taking you into... No, I want to go too. My agency's problems are my responsibility. Well, you've got guts, that's for sure. Alright, let's go. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, I see them.
Something's there. Do a shard search.
Already did. Oh. There she is. Holy knife! Stay back! Ethan! Looks like you all figured things out pretty quickly. Don't try to interfere. Ethan and I have something very important to discuss. Please help me. Look, just calm down. We can talk about this. This is exactly why I didn't want anyone else to get involved. Look what you've done, Ethan. All I wanted was to talk things out, just the two of us. There's nothing to talk about. You claim to be a fan, but then you go and do something like this? You're crazy! Ethan, wait, don't antagonize her. Look, just back away from him and we won't have to get the police involved. Our client doesn't want that anyway. Surely you're not willing to throw your life away for one man, are you? What do you know? I believed in him. But then he just threw me away like garbage. At least if we both die here, we'll be together for eternity, right, Ethan? Threw you away? Wait a minute, wasn't she just a fan? Oh no, he had a relationship with her. That's... Don't listen to her. She's completely flipped her lid. Just hurry up and get me out of here. Actually, I think we should hear what else she has to say. You may have made the request, but I'm the one who gets to decide how it's carried out. I was a fan. At the start anyway. But he seemed to shine so brightly I ended up falling for him. And then I wanted more. So I set my contact info in on one of my fan letters. I even tried to get his attention at one of the events he was at. And he finally started to recognize me. We even had dinner together one time. Stop, please stop talking. He even told me he loved me. He told me I was important to him. To hear him say those words, it made me feel so warm inside. But eventually he didn't want to see me anymore. He wouldn't even answer my calls. That's not what happened. None of that ever happened. I don't even remember your name. Uh-huh. I didn't mean that. Well, you blabbed. So, what did you mean, Ethan? That you took advantage of a fan? This is a lot different from what you told us at the start. And so what if I did? I'm a young single guy. Why shouldn't I be allowed to have some fun once in a while? Ever since I got popular, I've been so busy all the time. I just wanted someone to take my mind off work for a while. And you got to play romance with a celebrity. Don't act like you didn't get anything out of it, out of all of this. I can't believe you. And you're ready to commit murder over this dumpster fire? That's ridiculous. You don't need to keep letting this guy hurt you any more than he already has. So please, just put the knife down. I can't. Don't you see? I've done so much for him. There's no going back now. Stop. Don't come any closer. Oh god. Catch her off guard. Suggests she leak her story. Let fate decide. Ooh. Okay. Catch her off guard is probably gonna shift some points into like the good portions. The quest was supposedly giving chaos points. If I let fate decide, that's gonna just give chaos. Suggest she leak her story. I'm gonna go with that. That might convince her to stop. Hey, I've got a proposal for you. This memory quartz here contains a recording of our entire conversation. Think of it as a trump card that could deal us a severe blow to this guy's career. I'll go ahead and hand it over to you. But only on the condition that you leave him alone. Huh? What? When did he have time to prep that? I also happen to know the editor-in-chief over at Meld magazine. They're a pretty famous tabloid. I could introduce you to him, if you'd like. You're encouraging her to leak this to the press? But I'm the one that hired you. How could you betray me like this? You asked us to get rid of your stalker problem, right? Sounds to me like we're still in line with our agreement, don't you think? How could you be so cruel? Uh-huh. Please don't. I'll admit it, okay? I screwed up. Is it Mira you're after? I'll give you however much you want. Oh, she doesn't want Mira. I'll take the quartz. No, don't do it. This can't be happening. Please do something. I'll be ruined. You brought all of this on yourself. You're going to have to crawl your way back to the top. I suppose the agency and I will do our best to support you. But I can't just ignore the truth of what you've done. I suggest you think long and hard about your mistakes. Damn. Get fucked. Idiot. Are you sure? Yes, I want you to hold on to it. I'm ready to wash my hands off this mess. But this doesn't feel right. Please, if there's anything I can do to compensate you for the trouble. It's okay. I really don't need anything. Besides, I don't think we'll ever meet again. I'll be heading back home in the morning. So long. Okay, well that was peaceful. The memory quartz is a spare, by the way. Feel free to do whatever you want with it. Thank you for saving Ethan. I'll be making sure he gets punished appropriately by the agency. Even if this didn't get leaked to the press, what he did was still a breach of contract. Sounds like he's going to have a rough time of it then. Anyway, I should be going now. I need to pick him up and head back to the hotel. Oh, I guess Ethan's probably still thinking she's actually going to leak the story, huh? Huh, I say we let him simmer in fear for a little longer. It'd serve him right. You won't hear any objections from me.
That's all, folks.
Well, that was an interesting quest.
Reward deposited.
Ah, okay. My assumption was right, so the points would either fall into chaos or a bit into gray and chaos. I see. Okay. Well, in that case, let's check out the church. Also, what? Oh, that's the chef. That's fine. That's fine. Let's check out the church and then see what the other green quest is. Oh, hi. Parents. Oh, yeah. Sorry for not coming earlier, Mina. I had to put in a bit of overtime. That's okay, Dad. More importantly, will you be able to make it to my next recital? Of course. I even wrapped up all my work so that I could take the day off to see you. That's wholesome. I love my dad. He's always trying his hardest to make me happy. But a lot of kids out there don't have anyone to care about them that way, like Jed. It gets me feeling a little guilty. That's a very grown-up sentence. I managed to bring my work to a good stopping point today, so this is going to be the last time I leave Mina waiting. Plus, now I'm all freed up to watch her recital. That alone makes the effort worthwhile.
Well...
Ma'am? Sorry I'm late, Tony. An old friend called and invited me to dinner out of the blue. That's okay, Mama. Mina was with me, so I wasn't scared or lonely or anything. Did you have fun with your friend? I certainly did. You're a very sweet boy for asking. And Mina here is quite a dependable young lady. Neither of you are anything at all like that wild child who's been skipping classes lately. But Mama, Jed's not a bad kid. He really isn't. Uh-oh. I only accepted my friend's invitation because I knew Mina was here to keep my boy company. But even so, it wasn't very fair of me to do. Maybe I'll buy him something as an apology next time. You watch your kid. I love my mama, and she's always nice to me. But how come she won't even try to understand Jed? Maybe this is just another one of those grown-up things. A bit, yeah. A bit, yeah. Okay. Oh, hi. First, I have for you a document on the outcomes of juvenile delinquency juvenile delinquents who previously received rehabilitation support. Next are these projections regarding counseling for patients with drug dependencies. Thank you for putting this all together. I should now be able to visit and consult with the individuals in question without reservation. About that, Father, do you not think that you're maybe overextending yourself for these people? Going directly to the back streets to speak with them could very well place you in danger. If they genuinely sought our aid, then surely they would come to us instead. I know what you mean to say, Father Krantz, but there are some things that cannot be grasped without direct intervention. To start, we must never disavow them entirely, but instead strive to understand them. Only then will matters come to light. Perhaps, but how far do you intend to take this? If a line isn't drawn somewhere, there will be no end to it. I should do all I can. That is simply my way of being. No matter who it is we are dealing with, averting our eyes and forsaking them is not the answer. Father Robinson's ideas are true to the Septian teaching as they pertain to salvation for the multitudes. But realistically speaking, there comes a point where we need to set our boundaries. I believe that to be just as valid a choice towards serving our purpose as a church for this city.
Indeed.
Thank you, Katre. So long as I am entrusted with the city's place of worship, I intend to treat every citizen equally. I will seek to understand their individual plights, even if at times it requires me to take the bad along with the good. This too is how one must be in order to guide others on the church's teachings.
May Adios be with us.
That boy seems to have both Mina and Tony concerned. It's definitely worrisome. Maybe I should broach the subject one more time. No, Father Kranz wouldn't hear of it. But I still want to be of help somehow. Oh, Adios, lend me your guidance. Looks like the church has something going on. I'll just file it in the back of my mind for now. Ooh, that was sorta important, I guess. If he commented on that, okay. The artist. Somebody had the bright idea to vandalize one of my ships recently. I know I should probably report this to the police, but blowing a gasket over something so trivial will get you nowhere in the city. That's why I'd like to let the perpetrator off with a warning, as well as a chance to straighten out their life. Would you mind helping me find them? If you're interested, I'll be waiting at the far west end of the wharf. Wilmer. Okay. Oh, that is literally where the main story is as well. Okay, so let's go around. We had a Mr. Filenkov in the shop not too long ago. Apparently he and my grandfather had met before. At his request, I took a closer look at some of my grandfather's old works and curio collections. It gave me a whole new appreciation for his skills and aesthetic sense. Now I know just how much I have left to learn.
Alrighty.
This is a very nice tune. Oh, hey! Nina, what up? Oh, hello there everyone. Did we all decide to take a bath at the same time? We'll see how we're feeling first. You're here to relax after a hard day of work, I'm guessing? Getting some proper rest is a must after how grueling today's shoot was. Maybe you and me can head in together if the timing works out. By all means. Speaking of which, I was thinking of giving Northern-style bathing a try, since they have genuine loilies here. But embarrassingly enough, I don't actually know very much about it. Hey, admitting that is the right attitude to have as a beginner. First off, you can't forget to whisk yourself with a Veda. That's what they call a bundle of leafy branches tied together to make up. There he goes. Man never changes, does he? Well, Lena seems to be getting a kick out of it, so I guess we can give him this one. Thank you for the lesson, Van. I'll be sure to try that new bathing method when I go in. By the way, Judith, apparently the woman at the counter is an old friend of your grandmother's. Oh. She's been giving me a lot of special treatment thanks to that. Maybe I didn't need this disguise after all. Oh god, really? You don't seem interested in making a pass at that young actress there, so I'll let you stay. You wouldn't believe the kind of riffraff we get whenever a celebrity comes in for a bath. I got plenty of practice shooing them off the door, though every time Dominique stepped by in her heyday. Damn.
Nothing beats a hot bath.
Oh, we're taking a bath.
This is perfect.
Don't you think it's a little too steamy in here?
It's so nice and warm in here.
That really hit the spot.
Come see us again.
Sure.
The
Oh.
ocean seems kind of eerie at night, don't you think?
Probably was much worse when Almata was still kicking.
Hi. I plan on taking a cargo ship across the Northern Sea to Northumbria tomorrow evening. Though the nation has endured much tragedy, it was still one of the heartlands of Northern culture. My gut says that I'll be able to unearth some lucky finds that may have been forgotten in the chaos. Good luck! There's something to be said about feeling the local winds when you're out traveling. The night air we're currently experiencing is a mix of the ocean breeze and the mistral coming down from the northern nations. Basking in them as I ponder my next destination is a deeply moving experience, I find. You know what would really warm me up on this chilly evening? A few bowls of our seafood soup. Fish and shellfish have a lot of nutrition in them, so it'll do wonders for your health too. Sure.
What can I get for you? Thanks for shopping.
But I already sampled all your stuff. Hey, Nathan. Oh, sorry, Nate. That takes care of my daily report. Not to wait for the local law enforcement to get in touch. What is it, Spriggan? Here to exchange intel? Sorry to get your hopes up, but nah. I was just thinking about how rare it is to see you taking your work so seriously. Hey, I know a backhanded compliment when I hear one. This job was given to me personally by Inspector Dasvani. I've got no choice but to buckle down. Besides, this is still a part of the Almata case, even if we're just sorting out the odds and ends. But I know, he's finally starting to look and sound like an actual detective. Wipe that smarmy look off your face. And be sure to let us know if you learn anything new, got it? This is an important case they're trusting me with, so I plan on seeing it through as best as I can. It's got me busier than ever though, what with all the people clamoring for my help these days. If this keeps up, I won't be able to take my girl out on another date for who knows how long. Oh, they are still together, okay. He just still likes to, flirt. Oh, hey, Kyle. We did some research about Messeldam's waters before making this trip, but the actual fishing part was rough going. It took practically the entire day to land the catch we were aiming for. I figure we can learn a lot more by seeing what kind of equipment they sell locally. So I'm gonna buy something here and try out a new fishing method tomorrow. Messeldam nights were a fearful time until only recently. You'd often see mafia thugs running to and fro through the window. But these days there's a lot less trouble, save for over in the back streets. Now we'll even get some tourists in our shop after dark. It really puts a smile on my face to have more people enjoying the city I call home. Liquor in one hand and a pretty girl in the other. The perfect recipe for a good time. For us sailors, dry land's like an oasis in a desert. That's why we gotta go overboard. And we'll do that while you're all at sea. Alrighty, I'm to buck up for tomorrow. Gotta work hard in the day so I can play hard at night.
Well...
What the shit? Huh? Oh man? Will? Everything's going dark. It's the end of the world. What's that smell? Don't ask me. Somebody else must have farted. Forget it. It's chow time. Bring me your finest garbage stat. Well.
Indeed.
When the sun goes down, the real fun begins. Beneath the skin of every human being is a beast waiting to cut loose. Rationality and moderation ain't worth a tinker's damn. So come on, don't be shy, just follow me and I'll hook you up with one of the best divas in town. No thanks. Oh, so that's what you're into, is it? You've got my attention. What do you say we chat each other up a little longer? I promise your pocket won't regret it. Uh-huh. That's a sentence. I closed some pretty good deals today. About 5,000 miras worth altogether. These lemon-flavored uppers have been making me a killing lately. That away to the boobies.
It's certainly lively in here.
Places like these really get going at nighttime. Probably best that we grab what info we can and go.
Alright, but also this is a wombo combo first. Please, make yourself comfortable. There's no better night for it after all. Oh! Also, I think a different music track is playing right now for this thing at night. Oh yeah. Was this playing earlier? I don't think it was. Anyway. Incidentally, I don't suppose you've been facing any troubles in your line of work? Oh, I don't mean to pry. Offering business advice to others simply happens to be a pursuit of mine. I find the many different ways people make Mira to be quite fascinating, you see. Let me know if you ever need a willing ear. Uh-huh. Now this is a piping hot combination. You really know your stuff, Dominique. As if there was ever any doubt. You're no slouch yourself, though, Director. It takes a keen mind to visualize an idea right after hearing it. Oh, well, look who came to pay us a visit. You do sound like you're talking up a storm there, having a little chat about show business. That we are, man. You see, I've been racking my brain for ways to push the alluring combo of arrows and savagery to even greater extremes. Have you considered porno? Maybe he has. But I brought it up to Dominique. She pointed out a blind spot that had slipped me by entirely. That's saying a lot coming from you. Let me guess, did GRAMMY advise you to mix in some audio magic? You're spot on. Director God here is second to none when it comes to exhilarating staging. But as for sound design, in particular making the most of the movie's score, is no match for me. I'll say, it never occurred to me to accompany a scene that thrilling with sorrowful bolero. And without any sound effects at that, I have to admit, I wasn't all that convinced at first. But once I closed my eyes and played the scene out in my mind, I saw it. The elevated sensation and immersion. The pathos bubbling over. Huh. What else did you expect from a legendary chansonneur? True enough. In all the events and plays GRAMMY made hits out of, the music always played a major role. Subverting musical expectation is something a lot of productions have used to transform themselves. Audio usage aside, however, it's up to you to blend all of the elements together into a cohesive movie director. At the very least, whatever you put together and better live up to the number I've picked out. Say no more, Dominique. Your song of choice will be woven into Salvatore Gotti's greatest, most cathartic show of Eros yet. Good lord. Director Gotti here is more engaging fellow than most. There are very few men who can talk on my level when it comes to entertainment. It's been a long while since I had somebody worth drinking the night away with. This just might be the one. This is a murder combo. The world is right to call Dominique a legend. She's she one up me good there. Not to mention her definition of entertainment slots. Her definition of entertainment slots in seamlessly with mine. Tonight we're going to while the hours away by sharing as many industry secrets as my heart can handle.
Alrighty.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah!
Oh, hey, they're in here. Miss Kokona, are you sure this is really the place to be gathering material? The way I recall it, Akira and the rest of the main characters were all underage. Oh, they are, but I wanted to find a nice spot to relax. For me. Anyhow, this club is, the real deal, huh? Just look at how raunchy the girl on the stage is getting. Please stop glaring at the dancers, Miss Kokona. You're embarrassing me. Huh? So Gordon isn't good with places like these. Not that I care one way or another. Yeah, I don't think I can relax here. It just isn't the same as how I pictured. Not to say it doesn't pique my interest, but what I need is someplace cozy and comfortable. Aha. The hedonism, the degeneracy. No, I need to stay strong for Miss Kokona's artistry. I'll wade through hell and high water. This poor guy. Too pure. I got a letter around the beginning of January from someone who helped me out in the past. It really took me back. Her name is Mistress. Sounds like she's still doing well for herself despite everything going down at the capital. Oh, that woman. Huh. Hard to believe that 8 whole years have passed since she left this place. Mistress, the Blacklight District's charming lady of the night. Supposedly the owner here had some kind of dirt on her. She must have been a big deal around here if this girl still looks up to her after all this time. Oh yeah. This guy's still here. I'm on top of the world tonight! Oh, he's so drunk. Woo! No other club out there gets me worked up the way this one does. My wife would divorce me in a snap if she caught wind of this. Good thing I don't plan on getting caught. That's what they all say? Oh, hey. Mistress was the top earner at this club until 8 years ago. A lot of us girls adored her like a queen. If it wasn't for her, I never would have gone from life at rock bottom to finding a steady job at this club. But not even she was able to stand up against the owner. He made sure of that.
Well...
Oh yeah. Can I avoid main story? Oh, I can. Holy shit, I can. Okay, let's see. That's the graffiti. He must be the guy we're looking for. Arkride Solutions. We're here about the request you posted. Well, if it isn't the Spriggan. Thanks for coming. Alright, let's step to it. Why don't you start by giving us some more info about your request? Your note said you wanted us to catch somebody who's been spray painting your boats. That's right. It's turning into a real problem. You see, I run a number of different businesses, and we use my ships for foreign trade. Well, just take a look at this one. Well, buddy, that looks sick. That sure is something. Kinda impressive, honestly. They did it so quickly, too. One of my employees stepped away for just a moment, then there it was. Artistically speaking, it's very well done. Yeah, but I get why you wouldn't want a skull mark on a foreign trade vessel. Sounds like somebody was trying to grief you. I don't mean for this to sound accusatory, but is it possible you've wronged someone recently? No, I don't believe I have. Not that everything's smooth sailing all the time, but things have been pretty stable in Messeldom for a while now. However, I have heard a few rumors recently. Apparently, this exact style of graffiti has become quite the common sight in the area, even in public spaces. Yeah, I found the Raven one last time. I suspect that whoever's responsible for those is also the one who did this to my ship. Huh. Now that you mention it, I guess we did see some graffiti around town earlier. Cool. Okay, this is one of those moments where I'm like, I don't think he would comment on this unless I would have actually, you know, explored the city and found the shit. Still, if it's really that big of an issue, why haven't you taken this to the police yet? Right. It seems a bit odd to reach out to a spriggan for help. Given the nature of the image, the culprit could easily be held on charges of both property damage and slander. I suppose that's a fair question. But if something like this were enough to rile me up, I'd never be able to do business in Messeldom. The thing is, even with Almata out of town, crime is still pretty high around here. Getting the law involved is a good way to build grudges. By going to a spriggan, I'm trying to prevent any further retaliation. Is it really that dangerous around here? I guess you can never be too careful about your livelihood. Agreed. If I hadn't heard about Arkride Solutions, I'd be in a world of trouble right now. Anyway, given the situation, if you find a suspect, I'd like to let them off with a simple reprimand. That is, if they agree to help clean their art off my ship. What do you say? Do you think you can help me? Well, it does sound like our kind of job. Still, I'm not too sure about this one, but should we just go ahead and accept anyway? Ha! Hey, more chaos points. Alright, it's a deal. We'll take your case. Thank you so much. I'm in your debt. Oh, and just so you know, the rumors didn't specify anything about what the artist looks like. That being said, I believe I've heard they work almost exclusively at night. Using the dark to stay hidden, huh? Makes sense. Sounds like now's a good time as any to start investigating then. Yeah, let's head to the back streets first. If somebody's slinking around at night, we'll probably find them there. I suppose it is where we're most likely to find our next lead. Well, look at the time. I have some work I need to attend to, so I'll leave you all to it for now. Would you mind giving me a call if you find anything? Feel free to ring me whenever. Will do.
Time to go solve some problems.
The artist. Sure looks a lot like the art we saw on that ship. Let's ask these guys about it. Hey, you got a minute? We have a few questions about that piece over there. Huh? Haven't seen you around here before. Sure, you guys like it too, huh? I've been thinking about it ever since we spotted it earlier. It's incredible. Was this done with spray paint? Atop the public wall is the best place to be doodling, though. What did you just say? Look, it's not just doodling, alright? It's graffiti! Sorry. That's alright, Katre. Graffiti's still kind of an on-the-rise thing. I'd heard about it before, but this is my first time seeing a piece so up close and personal. Huh. Interesting. Graffiti is not something that was around for long. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, it's pretty avant-garde. You guys really seem to know your stuff. Can't you just feel the heart pouring off this thing? Subtle messaging. When the world's trying to rein you in, you gotta break yourself out. Huh? I thought this was about causing havoc and wrecking shit. What? Man, this is exactly why I don't associate with uncultured losers like you. What'd you just say to me? You're cruising for a bruising, pal. Hey, on, guys. To each their own, alright. So, I'm guessing you two didn't make this? No, the real artist actually painted right over a piece of her own. I'm sorry to hear that. It's whatever, just something that happens around here. Only on many places in town. Only so many places in town that'll let us do our art on their walls anyway. It's kind of like a turf battle, but for artists. Of course, if somebody paints over our stuff with something lame, we'd probably just beat their ass. But when it's this good, well, we just gotta deal with it. Huh, you know, I kind of like their attitude. We have lots of little unspoken rules like that. That's just how we roll around here. But this newbie doesn't seem to have figured it out yet. Newbie? Like I was saying before, there's places where graffiti's allowed and places where it ain't. See, a long time ago, there was this group of punks that liked to paint whenever they wanted. But then, they got sued by the tourism department. That's why we have our rule to only graffiti in places where it's not gonna cause problems. This newbie doesn't seem to care though. They're spray painting people's homes and everything, even the ones on the main street. This sounds like it could be our culprit. Yeah, the description's practically a perfect match with the rumors. Huh? What are you talking about? Sorry, don't mind them. We're looking for someone that's been doing some graffiti around town. Any idea where we can find this newbie you were talking about? Nah, never even met them ourselves. Not sure if they're just super stealthy or what. What we do know is that they're apparently pretty young. Now that you mention it, I did see some new graffiti over at the park when I last came through. Looked pretty fresh. Maybe you guys might want to try over there. That's a pretty good lead. Thanks, guys. The park's just up the stairs. The park's just up the stairs from here, right? Let's go check it out. Oh shit. Ah, another crow. Or is it a crow? The feathers almost look like a swallow. Anyway, he was right. The ink's not even dry yet. They must have just been here. This one's just as impressive as the last. Yeah, you can really tell they have a gift for art. I guess some people are just drawn to this kind of thing. It kind of feels like there's this longing to be free. Honestly, if you show this to an appraiser, I bet they'd tell you it was worth a lot of money. You can put a price on a wall? I'd never even considered. Wait, if that's true, don't you think the art could increase the value of Wilmer's boat then? I mean, assuming the culprit really is the newbie they were talking about. Yeah, it's possible. You know, from how our client was talking, it sounded like he'd been in Messeldam for a long time. Given its reputation for culture, what with all the commerce, sightseeing, movies and ballet, it seems kind of odd that he wouldn't know about the graffiti scene, or how valuable it could be. Maybe he's just not into art. I mean, it probably just looks like scribbles to some people. Besides, I'm sure having a skull painted on the side of your trade vessel isn't very good for business. Yeah, I guess you've got a point there. Huh? Looks like somebody's coming this way. Let's hide. If we're lucky, this might just be your little artist friend. Hide? Where exactly? Oh, that's right, those stairs over there. Oh? Love and violence? Is that what it says on her back? What's a young girl doing out here at this hour? And all by herself. She looks way too unique to be a random NPC. Seems like she's interested in a piece of graffiti. She's interested in that piece of graffiti. Phew, that smells really freaked me out earlier. I think I'm in the clear for now, though. Okay, she's the graffiti artist. Just gotta add a bit more shading here and... Perfect. It does say love and violence. People have to suffer because of love? That's a slogan. What am I even doing? Wasting all my time on this? I must be stupid or something. Oh well. At least it helps me get all that pent-up energy out of my system. Huh. Who the hell is this? Looks like she's getting ready to leave. It seems like she's pretty good at avoiding people. I guess she'll take off if we try to approach her now. Let's wait for her to get wherever she's going. We'll try to talk to her when she's less guarded. Oh god, a follow quest. Follow the graffiti artist. If you get too close, yeah. Conversely, if the target strays too far, yeah, okay. Maintain a safe distance while keeping the target in sight. Excuse me, man. Where are you hiding? There we go. So who are you? You definitely have a way more unique model than normal. Hey there. Cold out tonight, isn't it? Uh-huh. Who the heck are you guys? Arkride Solutions. We're what you might call fixers. There's a job we're on right now, and we're kind of on the lookout for somebody. Listen, all we ask is that you hear us out. If you don't like what we have to say, we'll just tell our client we couldn't find him. But we're gonna need you to be honest with us. Let's start with the most pressing question. You're the one that did the graffiti in the park, right? You wouldn't be asking if you hadn't seen me? Yes, I did. What's it to you? Alright, let's move on to question number 2 then. Did you graffiti a skull onto one of the ships in the harbor recently? Yeah, I think I did that one earlier this evening. The ship was pretty big. It was so big, it's like it was made to be a canvas. You seem pretty proud of it. Sounds like we've got our culprit, right? The guy who owns that boat is looking for the person who's taken to decorating it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to come with us. Whatever. He just wants me to clean it off, right? Pretty funny that he'd send fixes after me for something so small. Don't you think you should be a little bit more remorseful, young lady? You're lucky he wants to resolve things peacefully. He could have called the police, you know. When you make a mess of somebody else, you gotta apologize for it. Yeah. I thought I'd try and make a break for it, but it sounds like they just make things worse. What a pain. By the way, what's your name? We'd like to let your parents know what's going on. The name's Kisara, and I ain't got any parents. Oh, I didn't mean to. And since you'll probably ask, I ain't got a home neither. I'm a stowaway from Northumbria. Oh, that's why the silver hair. Okay. I'm a stowaway from Northumbria. Only landed in Messeldom a few weeks ago. What? A stowaway? Makes sense. Northumbria was in a pretty sorry state after that whole salt pail incident. But ever since they declared independence from the Empire, support for their rebuilding efforts has been on the rise. That's what I've heard too. It seems like an odd time to stow away though. Oh sure, everybody else was in good spirits. Must have been nice to get a fresh start. But I couldn't stand it. Everything felt so suffocating. My dad died when I was young, and for a long time it was just me and my mom. But then 5 years ago she had a rare disease and was getting worse. There wasn't much the doctors could do, so they just put her on bed rest. But that's when the Northern War happened. and the Empire invaded Northumbria. Yeah, if I remember correctly, they even declared it a province of the Empire. That's right, and for better or worse, they started reconstruction on Northumbria under their rule. After the war, a lot happened. We declared independence, and life got easier for lots of people. And everyone who needed a doctor could finally get one. But as reconstruction went on, Mom kept getting worse and worse. The doctor said it was because she didn't get the treatment she needed from the start. And then at the end of last year, she... I'm so sorry. We didn't mean to make you go through all that again. Huh. I don't need your pity. My mom always talked about wanting to live overseas someday. I think Calvard was the place she wanted to visit the most. She used to go on and on about all of the legends you guys have here, like Grimcat and stuff. Said it sounded like an interesting place. Oh, did she? Suddenly. So I figured now that I was on my own, what better place to go? But all these people here got it so good, kinda ticks me off. Anyway, once I learned about graffiti, I just started doing it to pass the time. Nothing more to it than that, really. And now here you are. Is it your story or mine? Whatever, it's fine. Let's just go talk to that ship guy so we can get this over with. Sounds to me like there's a little more going on here than just some graffiti. Let's deal with the request before we cross that bridge. Sounds good to me. I'll get in touch with our client. Van put in a call to Wilmer and gave him a quick explanation about everything that happened. Well, I certainly wasn't expecting a little girl to be the culprit. I don't care if it's graffiti or whatever you call it, but you can't just go around drawing on other people's property. Hey, aren't you gonna apologize? Sorry, I painted on your boat. Apology accepted. Now, as long as you agree to help us paint over the drawing, we'll consider the matter settled. I'm glad that was the end of it. As for the rest of you, you have my sincere thanks. I'll have to walk her through the repainting process, so I'm afraid it's goodbye for now. Again, thanks for all your help. Oh? Van patted Kisara on the shoulder. It's not gonna be easy, but make sure you do a good job, alright? Hey! Don't go getting all touchy, you creep! Well then, with that, let me show you to our warehouse. Okay, I figured there's more to this. Hey, where are we going? I thought we were headed to the boat. You didn't really believe that, did you? I assume that means you don't understand the gravity of your actions then. Allow me to explain. You see, the material used to coat the other shell of my ship is of incredibly high quality. Your worthless graffiti has damaged it, irreparably. I'll have to pay roughly 10 million mira to see it repaired. Did you really think something like that could simply be painted over? How would I know? You stupid. Shut up, shut up, shut up! Learn how to speak to your betters, you damn punk! Damn. Damn. Alright. My apologies. Now, how do I get you to pay for this mess? Oh, I know. You can work for my company. Huh? Yes, that's an excellent idea. You can be our exclusive in-house artist. You know, I actually have a few contacts in the art world as well. I'm sure they'd be more than willing to pay for your work. Ah, yes. An amicable solution. So, what do you say? Well... I need an answer. Alright, I'll do it. Then we have a deal. Pleasure doing business. Of course things turn out like this. I always get the shortest end of the stick. These people... Goddess that just tossed me aside. I hate them all. Now, let me take you to the room I prepared for you. Don't worry, you'll be guaranteed food, clothes, and shelter. You'll never need to take a step out of my sight for the rest of your life. Sorry, but I don't think I'll be letting this one slide, Wilmer. The Spriggan. As much as I appreciate your help from earlier, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave. Trespassing is not an act I take lightly. I think we'll be staying right here, actually. Especially after what we heard through the bug I placed on Kisara. You placed a bug on me? Is that why you patted me on the back? Did you know? And I assume you have a reason for going to such lengths? Sure do. See, when we first approached you about your request, you were talking like you'd been in Messeldom for a while. And if that's true, there is no way you wouldn't have already noticed. Kisara's art is crazy good. So good, in fact, that if someone were to sell it, they'd no doubt make a good deal of Mira. Huh? Plus, you were pretty quick to declare that the recent outbreak of graffiti and the art on your boat were done by the same person. That's because you have a keen eye for artists. While I appreciate the compliment, I think you might be overstaging things. Did I not say that graffiti is all scribbles to me? We heard what you said about having your contacts in the art world by Kisara's work. I'm afraid there is no coming back from such a contradiction. Just admit it, Wilmer. This entire time, your goal has been to find some unknown, uber-talented graffiti artist. And use her as your personal cash cow, wasn't it? And that's not even to mention that lie about the damage being 10 million Mira. That's just what Kisara's art would sell for. I'm only connecting the dots because Vaughn said something to me earlier, but... Wilmer's come up as a suggested target in my Phantom Thief files in the past, which means now's my chance. I can't believe it took me so long to notice, though. So what? We've already agreed to settle things, with their approval too. The way I see it, you have no right to complain. She only agreed because you threatened her. Oh? If you're thinking of reporting me to the police, I would reconsider. After all, doing so would likely place the blame squarely on your own shoulders. I mean, think about it. You illegally barged into my warehouse, assaulted me, and even attempted to steal all my valuables. You think they'll believe something like that? Well, you said it yourselves. I've been in business in Messeldom for quite some time. I've got a certain amount of sway around here. Enough to cover up any mistakes, even. Any mistakes? Oh yeah, any mistakes, okay. Now, it's high time you meddlers saw your way out. I think. Don't you agree? What are you going to do, Van? We can't just let him go. We'll lose out if we keep pushing. No, none of our normal methods are gonna work here. That said, I'm not exactly keen on letting scheming old man get their way. Guess the only thing we can do now is leave it in her hands. Her? What was that? A card? It can't be. Yes, the music kicks in immediately! If evil hides in darkness, then my justice will be a shining light. Grimcat, at your service. I've come to take a special treasure from a certain villain. Grimcat? Isn't she just some silly legend? And what do you mean, a special treasure? Are you talking about this girl? You're delusional if you think I'll lose to you. And she's gone. What? Recovery successful. When did you... Could it really be... Hold on. What exactly is happening here? Don't worry. You can leave the rest to me. Not too shabby. So that's who he was talking about. Listen up. From this moment on, the child is mine. You tried to take my things and you'd better be prepared for retribution. I'll steal your entire fortune and spread it across all of Messeldom. Don't think you can intimidate me with your bluffing. Wanna try me? For starters, how about I take all the mirror you've piled up from not paying your taxes? Then I think I'll take your secret account book and parade it around town. It's hidden behind a door that can only be opened by a single key, right? One that's on you at all times. How could you possibly know that? Are you truly a phantom thief? Seems you still don't understand the position you're in. I take it that means your status and ill-gotten gains mean less to you than I thought. No, please wait. You win. I just have to pull back from the girl, right? How half-hearted can you get? Say it with your chest, or not at all. Damn it! All right. I swear I'll leave her alone. I'll never interact with the kid ever again. Are you happy now, thief? What's happening? You act too big for your britches, but fine. I suppose I'll accept it. Pray we never run into each other again, criminal. And thus, I bid you adieu. Grimcat had picked up Kisara, jumped out of the warehouse and disappeared into the dark of night. Damn it all! How did that Grimcat end up finding her way here? Everything was going so well! Well, that's the end of that. We can just leave this guy here. Let's get going. Yeah, right behind you. Good lord. I thought my heart was gonna explode back there. I never thought I'd actually get to meet Grimcat though. And she even saved me. Yeah, it's a miracle she managed to show up. Right, Judith? Come on, no need to act all sulky about things. I wouldn't be acting sulky if someone didn't wait until the last second to give me the signal. You guys didn't happen to see where she ran off to after she brought me outside, did you? She told me to wait for you all to show up. Are you friends of hers or something? Huh? Oh, no, not us. That'd be crazy. You can barely see her through the sunglasses, but the shifty look to the side is amazing. Let's just say we bumped into her a few times. Oh, well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Anyway, I just, well, I wanted to thank you all for, coming to rescue me. I mean, I still can't believe that old guy was such a creep, though. And I screamed like such a little girl, too. Hey, there's nothing to worry about. I mean, I was pretty freaked out myself. Let's just be glad that everything worked out in the end. Oh, I almost forgot. Grimcat gave me a message to pass along. Huh? What did she say? She said I may have told him that you were mine, but the truth is, you're free now. Oh, that's a little sad to hear. You think so? What's that? Don't worry, it's alright. She's done more than enough for me already. I'm not sure how to put it, but I guess the world isn't such a bad place after all. I wish I knew how to thank her for saving me. Maybe I'll try giving some more thought to my future. I've kind of been doing whatever I felt like since coming to Messeldom, but it might just be time for a change. Sounds like a good plan to me, anyway. If there's anything we can do while we're in the area, just give us a holler. We give some pretty good discounts to our success stories, you know. Can't let the act down for a minute, can you, Van? Thanks. I appreciate it. And with that, the curtain closed on the case of the creative culprit. With the reward they got from Wilmer in hand, Van and the others went back to preparing for their big heist.
That's all, folks.
Reward deposited.
Okay, evenly between law and chaos. Makes sense? Okay, with that, everything is pretty much done. But I do want to check out one more thing. Also, hey, between you guys and Green Cat, maybe this world ain't such a crap hole after all. Anyway, I'll start worrying about where to go from here tomorrow. The night was too much for me. I'm drop dead tired. Watch yourself, kid. Alright, but I think this is where we're gonna call it for this part. This was quite a lot. These two side stories were pretty darn interesting, I'm not gonna lie. The graffiti one was very interesting. I didn't expect to see someone from Northumbria be involved in this one. That was very interesting. Considering how much of a distinct model they gave this kid, this kid is gonna be back at some point, especially because they tied her to very specific art and stuff. This kid is gonna be back in some capacity, I can already tell, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they're gonna tie this kid back to, but we'll see about that. Will not be the first or last time they introduce a very unique looking NPC and then they come back in some capacity later. But yeah, interesting. The stalker thing was pretty good. I like the turnaround at the end that the guy was actually well, he was actually the one at fault, pretty much. He's the one who decided to get involved with a fan, and yeah, that always ends great. But yeah, anyway, this was good progress, at least for the side stories, and the city at night is also pretty much done. The only thing that is left now, before next time, I'm gonna go into the main story for the Zect Arms thing, because that is more than likely gonna be either a dungeon-esque sequence, considering the plans that were given by Dominique to our group, or it's gonna be a long sequence probably once I enter the building, considering a heist is being done and everything. But I think at the beginning of the next episode I'm gonna check out the Mehrhengarten stuff and see what has been added with the new floor and shit, and then we're gonna do the Zect Arms building. But yeah, that's gonna be for next time. So then, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you very much, as always. If you enjoyed this part, please consider leaving a like. It would help me out a lot. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing. And of course, if you want to support me more directly, memberships are open on the channel. And thank you very much to all the members that are already there and supporting. Much appreciated. And yeah, hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.